All right, today we got a good one. We're going to be talking about standard error. So let's go ahead and dive in. So standard error is recognized by a 2 and a greater than symbol. So that's how we redirect our error messages. So let me show you what I mean here. So if I get on the screen here and I just type D, T, Y, so these are not commands at all, as you can see. And we can see the error messages come right here to the screen, letting us know it's not a command. Let's see an example of this. So one important thing to note before we dive into our example is that if we see this, where it says dev null, then that is basically the trash can in Linux. So now I'm gonna say D, then I'm gonna put the letter 2 greater than, because we already stated that this is our standard error, and this is how we can redirect those error messages. So then we can also put dev. So we're gonna put dev null, and then let's see what happens now. So now those error messages where we were here and we put in a command D and we got command not found here on our screen. Now we put the same thing. We did D and we included the 2 plus the greater than symbol, and we redirected this to the trash can. So let's clear the screen here so you can see another example here. So again, I'm gonna say Y, but we got command not found. I'm gonna clear the screen again. So now I'm gonna say Y 2 greater than, and I'm gonna say dev null. And then we have here again our Y command, which is not really a command. Error messages got redirected here with our 2 greater than and then sent to our trash can. So now we're going into our last example here. Here we're going to list a directory here, which is our etc directory. We can list everything there. So I'm just showing you that command works here, okay? So now we know that command works, ls etc. And so now I'm going to include that Y command again, because we know that does not work. So we got ls, which is going to list this directory here. And then we have another command here, which is basically a fake command. And then we're going to basically put this with the 2, and then we're going to put our greater than symbol, and then we're going to put our trash can again, which is dev null, and then watch and see what happens now. So now, as you can see, it didn't place everything in the trash can here. It only redirected the error messages, which is the Y here that we just saw earlier from the previous example, right? And it displayed the things that were not errors on the screen. So you can still use this error redirection here while printing and doing other things with other commands here, as you can see. Now, just a quick tip. If you wanted to send everything to the trash can, including things that were not error messages, you can do this simply just by switching the 2 to an and here. And what it will do is it will send everything to the trash can, no matter if it's an error message or not, and we can enter and we can see that now. Now, instead of everything that was legitimate print to our screen here, and only the error message is going, we sent everything to our trash can. And this pretty much concludes today's lesson. We appreciate you for all your support, and I hope you learned something. See you next time.